Welcome back to Andrea Fontana Beauty. Today we're going to be talking favorites of 2020. Now I'm going to divide this up into two parts because I'm probably going to talk a lot. We know that I love to talk, very passionate about things that I love. So when you put those two together, this is probably going to be a long video. And I don't want it to be an hour long. So we're going to divide it into beauty and non-beauty items. So in this video, you're gonna see my favorite makeup, skincare, and beauty tools, accessories. That's what I'm gonna talk about today. And then if you're interested in seeing my non-beauty favorites, which will be my food and kitchen favorites, my health and fitness favorites, and also some miscellaneous things that I really loved, then you're gonna wanna see part 2 of this video. I hope that you enjoy this. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my videos that are coming up next. So let's talk makeup. The first item that I want to talk about is a brow product. You know that in the past couple of years, I really fall in love with Glossier's Boy Brow. I really like it. I haven't found a tinted brow gel that works quite like it. I loved the black, still do, love the black formula. It's really good for my cool toned brows, not warm at all. It gives just the right amount of color. I don't have to use a lot of product, so I feel like it lasts me a long time. And I love the brush. Now, my friend Sammy turned me on to this CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow in the shade. I got the shade Deep, and I'm obsessed. When it dries down, you can feel it a little bit more than you do with Glossier Boy Brow. So if you're somebody who still wants something super natural, you don't want to feel it on your brows, I still would recommend the Glossier Boy Brow. But if you're looking for something that will give you the same amount of pigmentation, a lot of hold, and will last all throughout the day, then I highly recommend checking this out. I wish they had a few more colors, but again, the deep shade is really nice and cool toned, so I'm really happy with it. Next, let's go into eyes now, and I have 3 eye products that I really did like. This is actually a drugstore, I want to say it's under $5, so it's really affordable. This is the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. I really like this. I do feel like it really does help add some volume, and I feel like it really helps separate your lashes too. Highly recommend if you like using a primer. The thing that's annoying is that it's a white primer, so you really have to double check and make sure that when you go in with your mascara afterwards that you cover it really well. So that's the only thing that's kind of annoying and why I don't use it all the time, but I will say for it being so inexpensive, this is definitely one of the best drugstore primers I've ever tried. The L'Oreal Layliner Signature eyeliner, I think I have the shade, let's see, Noir Cashmere, which is black. This is a retractable. I actually really like that you can kind of see through the tube so you know how much product, you can see how much product you have left, which is really helpful. So it is retractable, you don't have to sharpen it. You have to know that if I'm putting an eyeliner in my favorites for 2020, it has to be good. Especially the fact that it comes from the drugstore, it's by L'Oreal. I haven't tried the other colors, but I'm really tempted to buy them all now because this is maybe the only black eyeliner, pencil eyeliner from the drugstore I've ever tried that doesn't migrate. You can put it on the waterline and it's gonna stay put, which is one of the things I hate about eyeliner. I use eyeliner on clients when I'm doing makeup, but I don't often use it on myself just because I don't think that it's a step that I necessarily need to do. And it's not necessarily the look that I'm always going for. So this one, I haven't used it on any clients yet because Corona, can't do makeup right now. But I'm thinking about buying these and all the colors for my kit because I currently use the Urban Decay 24/7. Perversion is the black color from Urban Decay, and I still love that, but I do have to sharpen it. So this actually, yeah, now that I'm talking through it, I'm totally gonna buy all these for my kit because they work really well and they blend easily and I'm really happy with them. Definitely not gonna transfer, and I don't think, I'll have to look at the details. I don't think they claim to be waterproof, but they last really well, so really like it. I might have to put it on and watch like This Is Us or something and cry and test it out. Okay, last eye product I want to talk about is the ColourPop California Love palette. This beauty right here, I'll link a video of a look that I did for the holidays with this, a glitter look. I finally bit the bullet and tried. This is my first palette from ColourPop. I think I have Yes, I bought the Baby Yoda one as well, which I haven't used yet, but I'm so happy. I'm always doubtful when products are crazy hyped up, and this one definitely is loved by so many people, especially if you love warms. I highly recommend it. Have been really happy with the ColourPop shadows. I know that there's some inconsistencies when it comes to the different palettes, and they release like a new palette every day, it seems. I haven't tried a lot of their stuff. Don't know how much I'm going to try in 2021, but I am more tempted to try their palettes in 2021 if they have releases that I do enjoy, because the price is really nice and I really liked this one. I feel like this is a really good everyday palette. Beautiful, easy to work with, and I was really impressed with how this pressed glitter stayed on the eye and didn't migrate throughout the day, which was really cool. I did use setting spray like on my brush before I applied it, but I was really impressed. I know that I preach the love for Juvia's Place. I think I just counted and I have like 13, 14 Juvia's Place palettes. So the love for Juvia's Place is still there. ColourPop's impressing me, so I had to include it. My last makeup favorite that I want to talk about is the Alanorama collab with Nude Sticks. I was so excited to see her come out with this, and I'm not surprised that she collaborated with a brand that I really love, because I really do love a lot of her recommendations and I trust what she recommends. So this, again, I will link the video below that I did creating a look and reviewing this. It was a first impressions video and I absolutely love it. It comes with 2 of the face sticks, and then it comes with 5 of the pencils and a sharpener. I'm not going to go through everything because I've already done that, but I really love it. I love how easy to work with Nude Sticks are, and if you're somebody who wants a multi-use product, very easy, blendable, quick makeup, especially great for summer, highly recommend you check out Nude Sticks. And if this collab is still available, I will link it below because it is definitely worth the money. It's definitely a splurge, but the amount of value that you get if you like Nude Sticks products or you want to try them, this is awesome. Next, we're going to talk skincare, one of my favorites. We're going to start with SPF because I found 2 this year that I love. Love, love, love. I wear SPF every single day. Not in your moisturizer. I am a firm believer that you need an SPF that is a separate product in and of itself, okay? I only use zinc oxide and titanium dioxide SPFs. I discovered this First Aid Beauty Weightless Liquid Mineral Sunscreen with zinc oxide SPF 30 broad spectrum. I discovered this in the spring when I was starting to run outside more because the weather was getting nicer, and I love to make sure that I have on a nice SPF when I'm running, obviously, because I'm outside, and that's actually where I get most of my color in the summer is from running. It's really important for me that I have a SPF on that feels really comfortable, and I love this one. So if you're looking for an outdoor fitness SPF to wear, this one is fantastic. It does have a little bit of a tint to it. It's nothing like a bunch of coverage, but it feels really good. It has a nice shaker in it, which is really great, and it's good for sensitive skin. I loved it. But this is a really good option. You want one that feels like nothing on the skin that you can wear for working out. So this one is fantastic. This is the Amavara Reef Safe SPF 50 Earthwell Zinc Technology Tinted Mineral Sunscreen. Safe for sensitive skin, broad spectrum, SPF 50, water resistant, 80 minutes. I freaking love this stuff. One, because it's only zinc oxide. Some SPFs will have a combination of physical and chemical sunscreens. I love that it's reef safe because not all physical sunscreens are reef safe, so I love that. This is the tinted mineral sunscreen, so this one has a good amount of coverage. It's definitely thicker than this one, so you can tell that you're wearing it. So if that's going to bother you, then I would say definitely try this one first. But I love this stuff. It is, it's cruelty-free, child-friendly, does such a good job at protecting my skin. I personally love an SPF 50 for everyday use. And I love that it has a little bit of coverage. So on days when I'm not wearing makeup, I can just throw this on. It works great under makeup as well. I just freaking love this stuff. The texture, you kind of have to like warm it up in your fingers and then kind of blot it on and then rub it in. I put it on with my hands and I can't say enough good things about it. I've already repurchased it. I don't know how many times. I love the company. If you want to support a small business that cares about the environment, highly, highly, highly recommend Amavara, and I will be purchasing this forever. So they better not discontinue it. Wear your SPF. Wear your SPF. So one thing that I've really been loving is the Ordinary niacinamide 10% and zinc 1% high strength vitamin and mineral blemish formula. So the high strength vitamin is the niacinamide. It's a B vitamin, and I love this stuff. I put a couple drops on the areas where I typically break out, and niacinamides are really important for strengthening the acid barrier of your skin. So it's a great balancing vitamin and really good for people that struggle with acne. And this year I struggled with a lot of acne, mostly because of diet, because I'm recipe testing a lot of stuff for my cookbook. And also I'm wearing masks with makeup and with products on. So I've been dealing with some maskne, some stress, so all of that. I really like this. Zinc is also nice because this zinc is calming for whenever your skin is going through some inflammation. And I really like that for the areas that I'm experiencing blemishes. So I really like this. I will say the 10% is a pretty high strength. So if you are new to niacinamide, maybe try one that is a little bit lower, or do like the smallest bit and kind of get your skin used to it. Don't get this and put it all over your face if you are not used to experimenting and trying things, or if you're sensitive. That's my warning. Okay, next up we have the Tatcha Deep Cleanser. This is just the little guy. It came in a set that I got for my birthday in May, and I'm obsessed with this. There's often products that are a little more expensive or super hyped up, and I'm like, I don't want to fall in love with them because then it'll sound like I love it just because everybody else loves it. And I tried this one for the first time, and there's a reason why it's so great. I love to use this cleanser on a day after I've worn makeup. So I have cleansers for all types of different situations when it comes to my skin, and this one is amazing when you feel like you want a deep cleanse, like you've already removed your makeup, you really want to get a good clean, you don't want to strip your skin of its oils. This one just does such a nice job. I save it. I don't have very much left, but I definitely save it for days when I'm wearing makeup, which is not that often. But when I run out of this one, I 100% will purchase the full size and keep it on hand because I really, really do love it. Next up, we have the Paula's Choice Probiotic Nutrient Moisturizer with pre and postbiotics. I've been meaning to try Paula's Choice for a long time. I feel like they kind of fell off the radar. They were really popular a few years ago, and I was gonna try some stuff, and then I feel like I kind of forgot about them. And then I had somebody talk about a body product that I'm about to talk about, and so I was like, I need to get that. A lot of companies will only offer travel size options for products that are really popular, but Paula's Choice, I mean, I didn't go through the whole website, but it seemed like for majority of at least everything I wanted to order, there was a smaller option, which was really nice to be able to try something that's bigger than a sample so you can really get a feel for it. I don't know. I'm just really happy to see that. So the reason I wanted to try this probiotic nutrient moisturizer is because of the pre and postbiotics. I wanted to help kind of strengthen the microbiome of my skin because with all the masking, it felt like it was off. And I really love this. I love the texture of it. It's not too thick. The smell, that's one thing I've noticed with Paula's Choice. Their products don't all smell really great, but that's also because there's not a bunch of fragrance hidden in it. I'm excited to dive more into this brand in 2021 and definitely ordering the big one of this probiotic nutrient moisturizer. Next up, we have this is the body product I was talking about, the Paula's Choice Skin Revealing Body Lotion 10% AHA with glycolic acid and antioxidant. So the reason I got this is because Mikey and I both have KP on our arms, which is keratosis pilaris, and it's usually on the back of your arms. It can be on the back of your thighs. I also have it on my cheeks, which growing up, doctors always confused with eczema, but it's actually KP, which is another reason that I really love using glycolic acid on my face because it really helps with the bumps. But I've tried chemical exfoliating body lotions in the past, but I heard somebody talk about this one and they really loved it. So I wanted to try it, and I think it's really helping for Mikey and I. It's winter right now, so this is typically the worst time for KP. When your skin's the driest, I really think this is helping. It is something that you have to apply daily. I feel like it hydrates me, it helps reduce my bumps, and I really like the texture of it. So this is a big hit. Okay, next up, we're gonna talk about the tools, beauty related, like tools and accessories. I don't know what else to call them. We're going to start with one of my favorite finds of the year, which is the makeup eraser. Again, something that people have talked about for years. It never piqued my interest until I saw these little guys. These are a set of, I want to say a set of 7 came. I mean, the colors are really fun, but they are 7 little smaller makeup erasers, which I really like because I find myself having to really break down my eye makeup. I wanted to try these makeup erasers for 2 main reasons. One, because I've been trying in the last couple of years to switch to more sustainable options. So if I have something like this that doesn't require me to use a product to remove my makeup, and I can just wash it to clean it, then I can obviously use these for a long time without creating any waste. So I want to try it for that reason, but then I also wanted to try it because there's all this hype around it and I just needed to know. Essentially. So I love these because I don't wear makeup every day. So I have enough to last me throughout the week or even 2 weeks, honestly. And then I just throw them in the washing machine and they come out nice and clean. So I love that. They have 2 different textures. There is a side for the makeup removing, which is the side without the tag. And then I want to say this is like an exfoliating one. So I don't use that on my eyes, but you simply get these wet under warm water, bring them out, and then I gently massage and it takes my mascara off. It's really, really good. All my eye makeup. I really love them. I was worried they were gonna be a little too rough on the eyes, but they're so soft and they don't pull by any means. I like that they provide a barrier between your fingers and your eyes, so you're not tugging at your skin, and they don't have all the alcohol that a makeup remover would normally have. So I really, really, really love these. I get the hype. It feels like sorcery. I don't understand how they work. Maybe I'll dive into that at some point because I do love a good scientific beauty deep dive, but I love them and I love this size. I don't know if I would ever buy the bigger size because I feel like I like that I can use this up, put it in my dirty bin, and then wash it, and it's not like coming back to be used again. So I don't know. I love this little size. Highly recommend. Next up, we have my reusable cotton pads. These are the 2 things that I reuse and wash with my laundry. I love these things. These are made of bamboo. I got them on Amazon. Again, I'll link everything below, but I think they came in a set of 20. They did come in a bag, but I find that I like to wash both of these in a reusable lingerie bag. So just your typical mesh bag that you would wash bras and delicates in the washing machine. I will fill one with these so that they have plenty of room to move around and get washed. They come out a lot cleaner, I've noticed that way too. I would have stains of leftover product and stuff if I wash them in the small bag that they came from, but ever since I switched to doing that, it works way better because I am not wild enough to just like throw them in with my laundry. I need them to be contained in something, and I love it for that. I use these for toner. If there's some excess makeup on the face that I want to get off, I'll use these, but I mostly use them for toner, applying that every morning and night. So highly, highly, highly recommend these if you're wanting a sustainable option. And I mean, I feel like these are going to last me for at least a couple years because they're in great condition and I don't even know how many times I've washed them. So many. So highly recommend getting off the cotton round train and hopping onto the sustainable bamboo reusable option. We have 3 more things I want to talk about. First off, I'm just not somebody who typically brushes her hair a lot. I haven't loved the hairbrushes that I've had in the past. Maybe I just need to find a hairbrush that I loved, but I have pretty straight, smooth hair, so I've always just been able to kind of finger comb it when I get out of the shower, and I'm good. I always use a wide tooth comb in the shower, so maybe that's also why I don't really feel the need for a hairbrush, but I recently picked this one up. I can't remember who recommended it to me, but I had no idea that Tangle Teezer made brushes with handles. I wanted to try one years back, but I hated the idea of having to hold it like this. It seemed so weird and awkward to me. So when I found out that they have these, which have a handle brush, I was so excited. I love that there's no balls on the end of it. And I was like, I have to try this out. So I purchased mine from Ulta and I am obsessed with it. I have a very expensive hairbrush that I got in my kit when I was in osteology school, and there is no comparison to how much better this one is. It feels better on my head. I can't even explain how easily it detangles my hair. I brush my hair every time before I get in the shower now. It makes combing so much easier. In the shower, it's just, this thing changed my life. Next up, we have this beauty. I had to include her in my favorites for 2020 because I think if you're interested in beauty and skincare and you like Caroline Hirons, I mean, you just need it. You need it. If I had to recommend one book that had a lot of great information, a really good kind of like a beginner's guide to skincare for all ages, whether you have a teen, this would be a really phenomenal book for a teenager or somebody who's getting into skincare. I can't recommend it enough because I agree with a lot of her philosophies when it comes to skincare. I love how she breaks things down. I love how she's honest and blunt about a lot of things. And it's just a really good book. It says it's the ultimate no-nonsense guide, and I totally agree with it. That's the perfect tagline for it because it is a really, really great book. Talks about different ingredients. It is specific without being too specific. So I don't think it's boring by any means. It's a quick, easy read. It's something that I think a lot of people would reference and get a lot of use out of, even after reading it the first time. So highly recommend. The last thing I'm gonna talk about, my Moda Brush Belt. Now, I'm putting this in my 2020 favorites because I have never liked a brush belt before I liked this one. Now, this might apply mostly to makeup artists, but hey, I don't know how. You need a Moda brush belt. This was sent to me to try out from my friend who works for Moda, but I will continue to buy it. I'm contemplating buying a second one just to have on hand because I love it that much. I love the elastic. I've never found a brush belt with elastic and clips that actually stay put. It always moves around on me and I cannot stand that. I hate when you tighten it and then it loosens because it's heavy on one side. They did a really good job picking the elastic and the buckle and everything. It's really comfortable. The main reason that I love it is because of its shape. So it's tall, but it's still very narrow. So it's a little bit, it's like wider, so it goes deeper. And it has all of your little pockets in there so you can put your brushes in, which is really helpful. It's the first brush belt that I've actually stuck with and used. I use it every single time I'm doing makeup now since I got it, and it is super easy to clean. I love that there's a front and a back section, so you can put it in the dividers, but you can also just throw them in there. It was designed so well. It's beautiful. It's really fun to wear. I get so many compliments on it. I love that it's not black. If you're a makeup artist and you don't own this brush belt, you need to own this brush belt. It's phenomenal. The only brush belt I will ever wear again. Those were my beauty favorites of 2020. If you are curious about my non-beauty favorites, make sure that you check out my next video, subscribe so that you don't miss it. This one's gonna come out first. I want you to comment down below, tell me your favorite beauty product that you tried this year, if you can narrow it down, or a favorite couple of beauty products that you tried that you really fell in love with in 2020. I wanna know what you were loving, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.